that's kind of like my journey into like supporting Arsenal, innit? What about you? What about yourself?
Well,
How did you get into supporting Arsenal?
When I was young, I think when I was about 5 years old, I was watching TV one day. I think Arsenal were playing Man United, and Ian Wright was playing. And I just looked what the way he's just playing on the pitch, like just made me fall in love with Arsenal. Him, Paul Merson, players like that. Obviously Kevin Campbell as well, 90s. When I was young, I didn't have Sky at home, innit? So I used to go to my grandmother had Sky in it. So I used to go, because my house was around the corner from us. So I used to go watch the game at her house. I also watched Arsenal games there, and I just fell in love with Arsenal.
5 as well. That's young.
Yeah, fell in love with Arsenal, and it's always been, you know, a lot. You know, when you're like in school, like and all, everyone had their favorite teams, and then obviously when I was in primary school, I had a lot of Arsenal friends in primary school. You had Arsenal, you had Newcastle, you had Man United. That's in the 90s. Grew up in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Newcastle were bad back in the day, innit?
Yeah, that Alan Shearer, man, they had Sabria, they had
Peter Beardsley,
Lee Clark, Rob Lee, you know, the goalkeeper,
Les Ferdinand,
Shaka Hislop and players like that. So that are good. They were entertainers of the night. So I've used to put their primaries for either Newcastle, Man United, or Arsenal fans. So in my school, we had more Arsenal fans than other people, obviously, because you know that's how it was. And then when we used to play in the playground at lunchtime and all that, I used to play football. Everyone had their favorite player. They used to play us. I used to play as Ian Wright, player not front. One player, English guy, used to support Newcastle. He was Alan Shearer. He had another player every player had their player that they thought they were on that playground playing football. So that's why I became an Arsenal fan. I think the most historic moment for me as an Arsenal fan, I would say, was when we done the double in '98, because that's when I was getting wanting to play more football, and that's when I remember. I don't really remember the '94 Cup Winners' Cup team. I know I did watch it, but you know when you're young, you can't really understand it. I kind of understand it more when Arsenal won the league in '98. I was reading a lot more football, studying it, learning the history of the game, and I was really a fanatic, watching it every day, or listening on the radio sometimes as well. So that's why I really got to the level of understanding about Arsenal, you know.
You know, thinking of looking back at some of the memories, so obviously the biggest memory for me and the biggest thing I'm always going to remember is watching as a 12-year-old, I think. How old was I? About 12 or 13. It was my first game. I can remember it like it was yesterday. I think it was a Friday evening, yeah. It was a cold night, you know what I mean? Arsenal had to go to Anfield, 1989, by the way, and they had to win this game. Yeah, they had to win this game, by 2 goals, or Liverpool had won the championship. And Liverpool were like literally the best team in the world at that time. And I remember that